Yvette Fielding and Derek Okora never had this problem. This is League of Gaming Gentlemen Trophy Quest.
It's time for the League of Gaming Gentlemen.
Play ball!
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Hey!
Hello.
Oh my goodness me. So welcome to League of
I
Gaming.
don't get it, Duane. Duane, I don't get it.
You don't get it.
I for once, I do get it.
You get it. That was pretty obvious, I think. No.
Can I be the lowest common denominator in the room?
No, they're always cryptic. Sorry, we're discussing, obviously, my little intros. They're always a little bit cryptic. Anyway, so welcome, everybody, to League of Gaming Gentlemen Trophy Quest. We've been away for a while. Summer has happened for some of you. Winter has happened for me. That meant holidays and such things. So we'll talk about those in a bit. So before we get going, let's say hello to my co-hosts. Dave, hello. How's it going?
Oh, hello. Everything is good. Thank you.
Everything is good, thank you.
Nice.
To the point.
Yeah. Should I have said? Oh, sorry. Should I have said more than that? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
That's fine.
I mean,
Yeah. Everything's good.
Everything's good. Excellent. And Stuart. Stuart.
Yes. What?
Stuart.
What do you want from me?
How are you?
What do you want from me?
How are you?
Oh, hello. I'm good. Thank you very
You're
much.
good, thank you
I'm
too.
Good.
Excellent.
I'm good. Hey, Duane. And how are you?
I'm good. I think the coffee has just kicked in. This is going to be interesting. So yeah, welcome to League of Gaming Gentlemen Trophy Quest, as I've said. This is the offshoot from the main show, and we are doing a little thing. It's been a while. I've forgotten what we were doing. So let's just do a quick catch-up. We're collecting trophies, that's right. So do a quick catch-up with what's going on in our real lives before we get going with that. See if we've been doing anything interesting. I don't think any of us have. David, have you been doing anything interesting?
Checks notes.
No.
No. Do you know what? I was thinking of this earlier. I thought, right, what have I done that's worthy of talking about on the podcast? Honestly, nothing.
Absolutely
Nothing.
nothing.
So you've done absolutely
I've been on
nothing.
holiday. Everyone's been on holiday.
Have you
Big
enjoyed your
whoop is
holiday?
Where did you go on holiday?
Greece.
Greece,
to be
how lovely.
precise.
And how long were you there?
Just a week.
Did you
It
get
was very-
sunburnt? Did you drink lots? Did you eat lots?
Did you get arrested again?
No. Yes. No. So I've learned, because I've had a couple of holidays, probably 2 or 3, where I've got sunstroke.
Oh,
Dave,
that's not
no,
good.
you've got to be so careful.
Just basically sitting in the sun and getting pissed up and sort of paid for it. So I finally, after I think 3 times, learnt my lesson.
Too. Yeah.
So I just stayed out the sun wherever I could, really. But it was bloody hot.
Yep,
40 degrees the day we.
That's too hot.
Yeah,
That's too.
it was really. Yeah, it was
Especially
oppressive.
for us English pasty people. Far
Yeah.
too hot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, when we got off the plane at Bristol on the way back, the plane doors opened and it was like drizzling and it was cold.
Yeah,
and it was-
yay! I'm home.
It was
British
beautiful.
summertime. Woohoo!
But to be honest, that's it really. Just standard stuff. Been going to work, coming home,
Real life.
playing some games. Yeah.
A couple of parties, just that kind of thing. So, have you watched anything interesting?
I'll tell you what I did watch, which I really enjoyed. Just appeared on, I think it's Disney Plus. Been on there a couple of weeks. The new Planet of the Apes film. Have you guys seen that?
No.
It's on my list because I do love Planet of the Apes. So.
I haven't seen
it's
any of the
fantastic.
new ones. I really need to catch up with all of those. I know. I've got a lot of time.
Well,
I've got a lot of time on my hands at the moment because, as we were discussing before we started, my other half is away for 5 weeks. So it's going to
Party
be
around Dwayne's. Party around
Party
Dwayne.
around mine. So it's going to be lots of TV watching this stuff.
I'm sure you will be. I'm sure you will be watching lots of films, Duane, but they'll probably be quite short films.
About 2 to 3 minutes.
with no recognisable actors in them.
All
Let's say
very
that.
strong storylines.
Yes.
Anyway, tell us.
No, Planet of the Apes. Brilliant. It's the fourth one then of the new batch. And I'm actually going to stick the first three as a trilogy. I'm going to stick that up there as one of the best film trilogies
Wow.
Claim.
going,
No,
Bold
it's.
claim.
because they're all really strong.
I really enjoyed the first two, so and they are.
Did you not watch the third one then?
No, not yet. No.
Oh, so you're behind on
Yeah.
two.
Oh, it's a
This is
four. Oh,
number
sorry.
four.
Yes,
This-
I am.
this is
Yeah,
number
yeah,
four now, yeah.
So.
Brilliant films. It's up there with Toy Story. That's a great trilogy of films, isn't it?
There's 4 of them.
There's 4 of them, but
Yeah, but the first
no,
three.
Toy Story 4 is actually
Well, and four, and to be honest,
Yeah,
four,
four's a
yeah.
great film.
Quadrilogy.
So I don't know what they're going to do with Toy Story 5, which has been announced, by the way.
Haven't seen 4 yet. What's going on with my life?
Really good trilogy of films. Oh God, what's it called? Star Trek 4, 5, and 6. That was it. Yeah.
They are good films. I'll give you that.
I've messed that up because I meant to say 2, 3, and 4. 'cause
I also
five
like
is
those
shit.
films as well.
So 2, 3, and 4.
Nah, I love Star Trek 1. I think I'm the only one on the planet,
yeah.
but
It's all right.
that's just me.
It's all right. I think that is all I've watched. I think that's all that's certainly all that comes to mind. I'm still anticipating the next season of Severance.
Oh, that's going to be a good one. I
Bated
can't wait
breath.
for that.
Well, it must be soon.
It's got to be,
isn't
yeah,
it?
it's got to be. I will be subscribing to Apple. Is it up on Apple Plus? Is it or whatever?
It is.
Apple,
It's on
Apple TV.
Apple, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got a 3-month subscription for ready to go, but I won't.
Subscription.
Yeah, subscription. Yeah,
Interesting.
ready to go
Subscription.
until I. But when they announce it, then I'll use it.
Yeah, too right. That's me, really. Sorry, quite short, quite dull.
Very uninteresting. But have you been
that's
playing
what's
any
been happening.
games? Because that's what we're here for, the games.
It's all about the games.
Oh, well, I have. Are we talking about that now?
Well, what other games you've been playing? Have you been playing anything? Have you been playing anything that's not on our list?
Yeah, outside of the current challenge.
Well, yes. Well, no. Well, yes and no, really. So I've been playing anything outside of what we're doing for the challenge as a whole.
Oh, okay.
But I've been playing games other than Kena Warrior Princess, if that's what you mean.
Okay, we can
But
discuss.
that's
We
still
can
within our
discuss.
challenge.
We can discuss
So we're-
challenge games when we get to the challenge aspect of the show.
Okay, so no. Then no, thanks for clearing that up. No, I haven't been playing.
You've not been playing any games. So disappointing.
outside of
Outside
that.
of the challenge.
It's
I
like
haven't had
it's sounding
time.
like, Dave, you're a bloody adult and you've got no time to play games.
Yeah, it's like
What
you're
the
actually
hell
doing
is
proper
going on
adulting.
here?
No, I've played plenty of games, but I've played the stuff in the challenge. I haven't played anything
I've not been
outside.
keeping up with actually what you guys
I've been
have been
focused.
Focused.
I've
So
had a
I don't know what's
focused
going
look,
on.
and we'll see that reflected in the scores
Like a
later.
Scud
Ooh,
missile.
little spoiler for you there.
Ooh,
Little teaser.
interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, I have not been keeping up with what you guys have been up to, so I've no idea where you're at, what you're doing.
Yeah. Wait, it's content, isn't it? We don't talk to each other outside of this. What's the point?
No. Who are you even? So Stuart, what have you
Yes,
been up
hello.
to? Hi.
I think I've done quite a bit, really. I've been on holiday as well. I went to Wales. It was awesome. The weather was perfect. The villa. It's one of those villas you walk in and you're going, I shouldn't be allowed in here. It's too nice.
This is too posh.
It was too nice and it was beautiful.
Do you take your shoes off? To go in?
Yes. But only for the first day, and then we didn't bother. Kids weren't fighting with each other. Everybody was all getting on. It was just one of those just perfect holidays. It was awesome, really good.
Fucking Twilight Zone.
Yeah. Also went to.
Don't you have though? Sorry, don't you have when you're on holiday? You have the best time with your family, don't you? Just to get all schmaltzy for a minute. And the kids sort of pay attention.
I don't know.
They pay more attention and.
No, because normally with us is somebody's not happy, and then when somebody's not happy, then it brings the rest of them down. So, but this one was one of those rare ones where everybody was happy. It was awesome.
Yeah,
It was one of those good
lovely,
ones,
It's
so-
lovely.
So cherish those moments. I went to Legoland. Not just for one
What?
day, for 2
What?
days. And I stayed in a barrel. I'll explain that in a second. In Legoland itself.
What?
So, went with myself, obviously, and Dexter. You can stay in a hotel there, which is a ridiculous amount of money. Of course, it's Legoland.
Yeah.
Or they've opened this village up now where you can stay in the village, which is also a ridiculous amount of money. It's in a chalet. Or you can stay in his
There's just a barrel in the car.
it is a
park,
barrel.
isn't it?
It is a barrel. It's quite cool though. It's got a double bed and at the back of it, and then it's got 2 single beds. And it's like a barrel, obviously turned on its side. It's got electricity and internet and all that kind of stuff. But no toilet. There's like a toilet block. It's just like a posh tent, I suppose. But it was. I wouldn't say ridiculously cheap, but really reasonable if you're going to stay there. So
Compared to the other Legoland
oh
hotels.
my
yes.
goodness, yeah, and even the village, like they're like 3 times cheaper than the chalets you can get. So, and you can't do more than 2 days in Legoland, so therefore I couldn't even justify staying in one of those chalets or anything. But the barrel was absolutely perfect. It was brilliant. So we had a great time. Right, so everybody knows that Lego's expensive. Of course, we can have the debate about, oh, it's so expensive, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't really bother me. You either can afford it or you can't. It's a luxury item, so, all power to you. I also bought fast passes, so that costed a bit of money as well, because I was going to screw that on. It's spread to the height of the summer holiday. I'm not waiting and all that stuff. And it was only because it was me and Dex. If I took the whole family, there's no way I could do that because I wouldn't be able to afford it. Because it was me and Dex. I thought, you know what, I'm going to smash out. I'm going to treat ourselves. And we did. We just abused these passes. They were awesome. But the one thing what really got my goat on the last day, like it was I would say late afternoon, and Dex was saying, "Oh, I'm a bit hungry, Dad," and it was like it was one of those times where it was too early to eat properly, but it was too late to have something big because he will be eating later on anyway. I went, "Okay, I'll get you a bag of crisps. That's fine." For a normal, and it was Walker's, by the way. I am using that because that was the product. I was like a normal, is it 30-gram bag of crisps, what the normal size?
Bag of air.
£4.
What?
And I know that, and that actually of all the money, and trust me, I spent an obscene amount of money, and it was all the money I spent. That's the one where I was actually going, "Are you having a laugh? Are you taking the piss? A normal packet of crisps." So it's that bad. Dwayne's gone.
He's so disgusted at the price of that bag of crisps. Listeners,
he's just disappeared off our feed.
He's had enough.
He's going to buy loads of Walkers.
But you paid it, Stu.
Well, of course I paid it.
Because Dexter wanted a bag of crisps.
And I wasn't going to buy anything big or anything because I could have got a hot dog and all that, but it was too big for that time of day. So because we were going to be eating in a couple of hours anyway. So I'm thinking.
Was it at least a grab bag?
No, it wasn't even a grab bag. It was the small bags. It was the normal bags, the non-grab bags.
You can buy. Can't you buy a box of Walker's crisps for £4?
Probably, yeah. Or you could definitely buy the equivalent from
the 36-pack or something.
You get equivalent from Aldi or whatever at that price, and you probably get like 400 bags. I don't know. So
400 bags of crisps.
Well, Duane has come back into the feed, and no, I don't think he was that offended. Oh,
fucking incensed at the price of those crisps. I had to go for a lie down.
Oh, God, I know they're ridiculous, mate. That's just like so. Obviously, Dex had a packet of crisps, of course, so I wasn't that much of an evil. Plain as well.
Like, £4 for a packet of already salted.
I know.
There was a £3 surcharge for roast chicken.
Fucking hell.
But anyway. We had a wonderful time, and yes, I went to the Lego store, and yes, I bought an obscene amount of Lego, and no, there were no gift purchases.
What'd you buy?
I bought for me the new R2.
The new R2, okay.
Yeah, but I was going as well to buy the new the C3PO to go with it, and they didn't have it in stock. Unbelievable!
What?
I know. I was thinking.
Oh, you can't get it there. If you can't get it there,
I know.
Jesus.
You're thinking I have it because I've got the UCS R2, but I'm going to probably dismantle that one and build that one because I want R2 and C3 to stand next to each other because I think they would look amazing. So
yeah, I think that'd be a good little pairing.
Yeah, so I'm going to be ordering the C3 one anyway.
It's on my Christmas list.
Yeah, it's awesome. And what else did I get? I think Dex got some Minecraft Lego, and what else did he have? He got some other Lego. I can't remember. But anyway, we just got lots of Lego at the end of the day. And that was it, really. I mean, that's the major big things I've been doing. What I've been watching quite a lot of stuff, really. So, late to the party on this one, but I started watching The Expanse. Have you guys ever watched it?
Started,
No.
fell off it.
Well, I've only ever heard good things about it, and I've started it a couple of times, and I fell off it. But look, there's been so many people saying how good it is. I thought, you know what? I'll get through the first season. The first season is a great story, but ropey effects and ropey visuals. It's just, you could tell it was shot on a real big budget. Oh, not big budget, sorry, a tiny budget. But season 2, they've put a lot more money into there, so you can see. I mean, it's a good story. It's a very long form story, though. It's all very political, and all this faction doesn't like that faction, and you've got to kind of keep track of what's going on. But I mean, really enjoying it at the moment. So I'm nearly the end of season 2. I think there's 5 seasons altogether, and then that's it. I don't think there's any more. I think it's all over. Finished watching The Boys.
Did it? Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Did it finish like on its own terms, or did it get cancelled?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know. No idea. I'll find out when I get there eventually. I think on the 5th season. They're about an hour, I think just under an hour long as well, each episode, and they're very digestible, and I think there's only about 12 episodes per series, which is quite unusual for an American series, for an American TV program. So, but I'm really enjoying that. Finished watching The Boys. Well, I know there's a new series to come next year. I think that's the final one, but I really enjoyed it. I think it got quite slated myself, but I don't really know what people wanted. It was The Boys. It was exactly.
People have said it had gone woke. Or
it was.
oh my god.
Yeah, but it was exactly. I don't really know what people wanted from it. It's. If you like The Boys, I can't see why you didn't like this. It was just sort of a.
Yeah, I enjoyed
episodes. There's a couple of ropey episodes, but it's like everything. But it was good. I really enjoyed it. I saw the new Deadpool and Wolverine film. Really enjoyed it.
Still haven't seen it.
Christ knows though how that has actually got a 15. I would not take my 15-year-old to see that film. Fucking hell, it's just non-stop filth and profanity.
Bad
and
language.
It's just non-stop. It's really funny, don't get me wrong. It's a brilliant film. And at the end of the day, do what you want. It's your kid, your kid could cope with it, whatever. But I just really wonder, it's like, I've read the what's it, the UK
The
age
BBFC.
restricted. Yeah, that's the one. And I swear they've broken rules, because all the stuff which they say for a 15, Deadpool breaks. It's an 18. But I don't know. I've no idea. It's just like, but it was a very good film, very enjoyable. I've also seen the new Aliens film, which I think one of you guys have as well.
I have seen that.
But okay, so I will park that until your bit. I really enjoyed it though, and played. I'm sorry to say, I've gone back to Fortnite.
No.
Yeah. We all fell off a bit of Helldivers, not Hilldivers. Helldivers.
Much the same.
It was okay. It was good. It was enjoyable, but I wouldn't say it's a one-trick pony. But what made that game special was the wonder and the excitement of just what ordnance you've got, and then it just got too hard, and it was just not enjoyable anymore, and that kind of thing. But we'll probably go back to it. It's still there. So we've gone back to Fortnite. It's nice, comfy shoes, and everybody likes it, and it's easy. And I would say it's
Does that
easy.
mean I'm going to have to download it again?
We are crap.
God
Hey,
damn it.
Tom, she's bought you, dude.
I'm going to have
He's
to get on
bought
that.
you something.
I'm going to have to get on it.
And you're going to have to get back on there just to install it, to have a look at it, say thank you.
Thanks, Tom Shee.
But I played a little. Have you ever heard of Builder's Journey? It's like a Lego puzzle game.
I think I've heard
Really?
it, but I've never played it.
It's beautiful. It's like it's. I don't know whether it is ray traced, but it's amazing looking. It's like this little story of this small Lego trying to go on this journey with this bigger Lego. I don't know. And you just have to. It's like a puzzle. That's all it is. It's a puzzle game. But it's a really beautiful puzzle game.
Sounds like really nice.
And the new game I've got, which is Space Marine 2.
Oh, is that the Warhammer? Warhammer.
Yeah, I felt like something a bit
shooty,
mindless. It is the most hilariously serious game I've ever played. It's so, there is no humour in it, nothing. Everybody's just po-faced and serious, and they want to kill everything, and they must kill for the mission. Roar. And that's all it is. It's hilarious.
What is it? Third person shooter.
Yes, yeah, it is.
What's it? What
I've only
games is
played
it
two
most like?
levels because I've been busy doing other stuff, so I've not really put any time into it. It's okay. It's bloody hard though. I'm only playing it on normal, and it's absolutely kicking my ass. And I know a few people are playing it on extreme, and I don't know how they're doing it without smashing their controllers up into little bits.
Are they doing it in co-op?
No, not yet, because it's the way I play. I like to play games like this on my own, and then I like to then co-op it later.
Yeah,
because when you co-op a story game, you don't know what's going on. You ain't got no clue what's going on. So what we'll do, so at the moment, it's okay. It's a bit weird. It's not really my kind of game in that sense. It's like Gears, I suppose.
Yeah, it looks. I looked at some of the videos. It looked a bit Gearsy,
but without the cover mechanic, because there's not really much
cover shooting.
But like, you're not supposed to cover if you're a Space Marine. You're meant to just.
You are the cover.
Yeah, you are the cover.
What? How much is it, Stu? What did you pay for it?
It was maximum price.
$60.
It was 60.
Expensive.
I think £60. I didn't buy the all-in version. I just thought I don't normally. It's really weird, this game for me, because
it's a strange purchase for you, I would say.
It is.
Yeah,
you are right.
It's not what I'd.
No, and you're right, and it's not what I thought, but I just fancied it. Every now and then there'll be this left field game I just want to play, and it's not a left field game. It's just like, for me it is, and I just want to go it. And I just thought, you know what, I feel like treating myself. Let's go. Let's have a go at it. I'm enjoying what I'm playing so far, but it's just, I don't know whether it's too hard for me. I don't know. It is relentless as well. So,
is it like a horde mode? Is it? Is a lot to sort of?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, but there's I think the way the missions are structured, I think it really does want you to play co-op, because you do have two AI guys with you.
Okay.
When you don't play it. So and the way, and when you get the loading screen for that mission, it is very, I don't know, it's very lobby-like and ready to go to your mission kind of thing. And but I'm enjoying it. It's okay. As I said, I mean, really early days, so I've got really no review I can say about it, apart from it's a weirdly beautiful / ugly looking game. It's all over the place. I think they just need some patching. Like, so I'm playing in performance mode, and even then it's a bit too. The performance mode doesn't hit 60 at all. It's like up and down. It's between 40 and 16. You can tell. And I think if you play it in fidelity mode, I think it caps at 30, which is good. But I can't play things like that anymore. It's just too. Since playing 60, it's just, I just find that too jarring. I can't do it anymore. So, but that's my very quick review of Space. But it's good. It's what I've played of it. It's okay. It's good so far.
We will come back to that next month.
So, cool.
And see how you're getting on.
So, Duane, what have you been up to?
Well, apart from rage quitting because of your crisps,
Right.
I'm so incensed. Fucking what? Four quid?
Yeah.
$8 New Zealand dollars for crisps. My God, that's ridiculous. So back in August, the end of July or start of August, I had this absolutely fucking horrendous flu cold thing, and it took me out for 2 weeks. God. I was off work for 2 weeks. It was just absolutely horrible. And in that time, I wasn't able to do anything because I was just really ill. So I found a channel on our TV. We have like these weird, like stream channels on our TV, which they just like show the same like episodes of the same thing. So like House Hunters and Fear Factor and all kinds of random shit. But they also had a channel which plays Total Wipeout from several different countries, as well as Almost Impossible game shows. So whilst you're ill and you want shit to watch, it was fucking perfect.
I used to love Total Wipeout. The English are fucking brilliant.
It's just so good, so entertaining. So yeah, but watched a lot of that, just because it's just like easy to watch and you don't have to think. So, but apart from that, at that point, no, I didn't really watch a lot. I went on a roadie. I drove all the way down to Wanaka from Auckland, which was a 3-day drive there and a 3-day drive back, and it involved a ferry. It was amazing, best thing like I've ever done. It was so good.
Oh wow!
And then I did a week snowboarding, which was good. Nice and cold. Loved it.
Excellent. In New Zealand.
In New Zealand, yeah, because it's
Cool.
winter.
Yeah.
It's winter here.
Yeah.
How long did you stay in Wanaka?
A week.
Is that is that where you did your snowboarding?
Yeah.
Right, got you.
Yes, I've worked out that I spent longer travelling to and from than I did whilst I've worked that out. But the road trip was part of the holiday for me. It was like doing that journey.
Did you go with your good lady?
No, and that's the reason I drove, was because she doesn't want to drive. She never wanted to drive down. So every time we've gone down, we've flown. But she didn't go this time because she's off to Europe. Right. She's on a plane right now, right this second as we're recording. She's on a plane.
So did you go with somebody, or you just?
No, I went on my own. Although weirdly, weird story. The band I used to play with in the UK, like the big band, I used to do standing work for. The bass player for that band was actually in Wanaka at the same time as me. So we caught up and had a couple of beers. It was really cool. It was really, really nice.
Oh,
it was really nice.
Wow, that is awesome.
Completely random as well. Just completely random. Yeah, but that was just it's just nice.
How many hours a day did you drive then? If it was 3 days,
I did. So I didn't do like super long stints. So I think the first day from here to Wellington was the longest, and it was like 9 hours with a stop. And then the next 2 days on the South Island, it was like a couple of 4-hour stints and like lots of stops taking in like scenery and stuff. And then it was the same on the way back, like about 4 to 6 hours each day. So it's not like crazy,
right?
I like driving and driving this out. Did you drive a lot when you were here, Stu?
Yes, but I hate driving.
Oh, see, no, driving here is just amazing.
No, I don't think I did. I drove all the way from the one end of the south to the north. I did loads of driving.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
I mean, it is the scenery.
The
scenery is incredible. I even went on a plane as well to go around the mountains top of it. That was quite cool.
So fantastic. So so you know, this segment of today's podcast is brought to you by the New Zealand Tourism Agency.
Like Flight to the Conchords.
Cash that, yeah, absolutely. We'll cash that check later. No, absolutely. Joking aside, it's absolutely stunning country, and I've never really kind of done that before. I've been here like 7 years, and I've never done that. It's just absolutely amazing. So that's my did lots of work, standard shit.
Boo,
boring.
Rubbish.
Boo,
move on.
Rubbish. Move. Yeah, exactly. Put that away. I might have another holiday planned, but we'll see. We'll see. As far as watched, I'll leave Alien for a second. We've watched it's on Disney Plus. It's called Under the Banner of Heaven. I don't know if you guys have clocked this.
No.
Is that got?
So
no, carry on. Carry on.
Has it got
any actors in it?
Yes, it's got a few actors in it, but there's one you will recognise.
Yes,
Andrew Garfield.
That's it. Do you know what? That's who I was thinking. His name escaped me, which is why I didn't pursue it anymore.
That's who you're like. Spider-Man, the Spider-Man. It's really good. So it's based on a true crime thing that happened in the 80s, I think, in Utah.
Is it a film or a series?
It's a series. It's like 7 episodes.
Oh, okay.
7 episodes. Each episode's about an hour long, and it's based on this murder that happened in a Mormon community in Utah, and Andrew Garfield plays the policeman who's investigating. It's really good. Andrew Garfield's amazing in it. It's
I love him.
So good.
Have you seen Click Click Boom?
Good.
Is it Click Click Boom Boom?
No,
the musical. It's ice. It's really good. He's in there.
Okay, I need to give that a go. But yeah, they're highly recommended for people who like their true crimey stuff or stuff that's good.
I've made I've made a note of that. I'm going to put that on my list.
It's really good. And also people who like to just look at Mormon religion and go, "What the fuck?" We took a while getting through it because we'd have to sort of take breaks between some episodes because stuff would make us quite angry.
Oh, wow.
Because stuff going and you go, that's just not cool. That's
Mormon stuff or just stuff?
Yeah, Mormon stuff. Yeah, it's just like.
But it's fiction. This program, it's not real.
It's not real.
No, it's based on real life, and I've read a Reddit thread of people were saying how like true is it? How realistic is it?
So,
to, like,
so
actually
the
what goes on?
crime.
But
So the
crime happened.
is. Oh, okay. Sorry, I stand corrected.
It's actually something that happened.
Oh wow.
It's like based on a true event. So yeah, and so all these people on Reddit were like going, "Yeah, this is pretty much exactly how Mormons behave."
Wow.
It's pretty fucked up.
So my only my knowledge of Mormon is the Weird Al Yankovic song, which is about Mormons. But I take it that's
no Weird Al's not in it. It's a shame.
No, I didn't think he was in it. I don't know. Weird Al is not a Mormon. I just thought he did a song by him. But
no.
Okay, fair enough.
No, he's yeah. It's certainly very, very interesting. But it's really good. Andrew Garfield is just absolutely superb in it.
Yeah, he's good. I do
absolutely superb. Alien Romulus.
What did you think?
I really, really enjoyed it until I didn't.
Right. The bit what you didn't. Now, there's no spoilers because I don't want to spoil this for you. But the bit what you didn't. Was it a particular thing what was said?
No, it was a particular thing that happened.
Okay. Okay. Particular thing that happened. I'm trying to do here with being cryptic without spoiling it for anybody. It sort of happened on top of an elevator. That was the only bit where I laughed out loud and thought that was awful.
Oh, no. So, yeah, I mean,
you know the bit I'm talking about.
I do know the bit you're talking about. It was cheesy and unnecessary.
Completely unnecessary. But okay.
Completely unnecessary.
Okay.
Kind of like broke immersion for a while. No, it's the what is essentially the final act.
Oh, okay. I quite...
Up until that point,
oh, wow.
I was really enjoying it. Even the terrible CGI of someone...
Yes.
We're sounding so cryptic.
Yeah.
It's just
no,
like,
we have to be because you know
like...
what? The reason I want to be cryptic because I actually do genuinely believe it's not as good as the first two Alien films, but it's certainly as close to them as it can be. It's certainly
yes.
Now, I really enjoyed Covenant. I thought it was a great film.
Yeah, I thought Covenant was actually pretty
but
solid.
Apart from all the other Alien films, they're just absolute dog crap in my eye.
Which one was Covenant? Was that?
It was after Prometheus. Prometheus was god awful, but the Covenant was like.
Yeah, really... no, I know the one. I liked Prometheus as well.
I thought it was a really good twist on the whole.
I didn't mind Prometheus. I thought those two were kind of like okay. I mean, they kind of like.
But the Covenant, okay. I thought, was a really good twist and a believable. Oh well, I can now imagine that really happening. So it was like it was good. It was a lot better story, better fleshed out. Now, I think Romulus is, I don't know, as good as you can get an Alien film to be.
Was it scary?
Jump scares. That was it.
Really, like I said, I really enjoyed it until that last. Yeah, bit. There was some bits where you're tense.
Yeah,
What I did really like about it, though, and I'd seen stuff about it before, the director used a lot of practical effects over CGI, and that it just kind of makes it just feel more real. It's even the last bit was a practical effect. The bit I didn't like was a practical effect. We'll have to talk about this off thing. I'm sorry, people who are listening. This is really not very helpful, but we really don't want to give anything away.
But the aesthetics of it all, because isn't it set in between Alien Aliens? It's in between that bit.
It's between the Alien and
so
Alien.
So if anybody's been playing Alien Isolation, I know friend of the show Brian has been playing this game at the moment. It's got all that aesthetic in there as well, and it's really perfect. They go down to a mining town or a mining planet, and to be fair, that's what you expect it to be like in the Alien world. You know, a terraform world, and it's been terraformed, and now they are mining. Exactly. So you know what? I enjoyed it for what it was. I hope.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good until the last bit, and I was just like, oh, yeah.
I can't remember the last bit now, so I'll have to watch it again.
We'll have to talk about it afterwards.
We will, won't we?
I was just like, ugh. So yeah, that's that. I really enjoyed it, and I recommend anybody go to see it because actually, it's actually really, really enjoyable. I'm going to just touch briefly on the Acolyte. I actually thought it finished strong.
Did
the Acolyte? It finished strong. It was, I think, from episode 3 onwards, it kind of like really sort of found its footing and actually did really well. I'm actually really gutted it's been cancelled.
I'm
for whatever reason, just because I think those characters deserved a bit more kind of fleshing out and their story being told. But
Yeah, I agree. I thought the last 2 episodes were good, and it did tie up a lot of story loose ends on the prequels. But I don't know. I just think they took too long, and I understood why they just like went no more, because we just got
yeah.
To
Well, I
be
think
fair,
it just
it got
didn't get the ratings.
no, it didn't
That's
get the
problem.
ratings. But unfortunately, it got slated by the wrong kind of people. It got slated by people who thought there was an agenda behind it, and therefore they
Which
thought
there
they better
wasn't.
take it down.
There wasn't.
I know there wasn't, and that's the annoying thing.
There
It's
wasn't.
so it's a shame they haven't got a second series. But like Disney, I think have just gone. Hang on a sec, it's too toxic at the moment. We've got to step back. We've got to let
I think so.
crap cool down, and then we'll probably then revisit it. Not maybe the Acolyte, but revisit that storyline
That era.
in a different time, and like call it something different, and move on from there. So it's a shame it would happen. I mean, I thought if that was successful, that would have been a good progression. But the problem was some of the characters were just rubbishly written, and so the effects were bad.
But then I'm going to say, you've seen other Star Wars stuff, haven't you?
I know,
right? I mean,
and actually,
not all of it's
to
great.
be fair, Acolyte, in my opinion, was better than Book of Boba Fett, which was the biggest load of crap I've ever seen in my entire life.
Absolutely was.
It is awful. Absolutely. For a character which is beloved. I mean, beloved. And they basically took the trousers down and did a big shit on it. And we go, there you go. Star Wars fans will buy anything. There you go. No, they won't.
And it was.
Nope.
I'd agree. I mean, I love Boba Fett. But that was, just bloody awful.
Yeah, and it's just like, you can't do this to an iconic character like that. A bit like getting Captain Kirk's head and shoving it down the toilet and use it as a toilet brush. It's like, you don't do it. You don't do that to your beloved characters, do you? Dave, that was trying to bring you into the conversation then.
Just the Star Wars stuff. I don't know. I haven't watched any of them, to be honest. I think I watched the Mandalorian. I watched a couple of seasons of that.
Got to watch Andor. If you don't watch any of them, watch Andor.
I
Andor's
watched.
really good.
I watched most of that. I haven't finished it. But it just seems to be the same old thing. That Star Wars, Disney bring a Star Wars series out. Everybody goes, it's fucking a load of shit. It's got too many bloody fucking lesbians in it, or it's got too many black people in it, or it's got this, that, and the other. And there's all this horrible shit that starts getting talked about it all. And then it's just fucking weird. It's just weird, isn't it?
No, it is.
It's annoying.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe they should just not make any Star Wars for a few years and just weird, isn't it? Just don't make any Star Wars for a few years then, and just let it all die down. And,
go back to the reason this was cancelled. It wasn't cancelled because the anti-woke brigade won. It was cancelled because it didn't have the ratings. That was basically the reason. And I think from a business, because it costs a fucking huge amount to make, apparently. And I think from a business point of view, it makes complete sense. But I think the reason it had low ratings was partly because of those review bombs before it even aired. I think it's because, apart from the die-hard fans, I think the people who aren't into Star Wars, there's a series fatigue. It's like the whole MCU thing. Yeah. It's like there's too much.
Yeah.
And it makes what you have less special because there's just too much of it.
Yeah, completely agree.
There's too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Star Wars, don't get me wrong, but there's a point I'm going.
Do you?
Yeah.
But it's like anything, though, isn't it?
It's too much.
The more popular something is, you might say that, David, it's just because it's Star Wars. It's not. Well, it is, but because it's so popular, and therefore they will get more criticism from everybody else. If Star Trek was, I love Star Trek, by the way. This is not a Star Trek v Star Wars thing. But if Star Trek was as big or has many things, actually, Star Trek does have a lot of stuff, probably incomparable to Star Wars if you count all the series and the spin-offs and all that stuff. But if it was as big as Star Wars, you'd probably find they have as much hate as well. And to be fair, they've had their fair amount of hatred in the last couple of series, especially with Discovery, with the quote-unquote anti-woke brigade being absolute dickheads, because they've got a diverse cast and, they go, oh, well, they can't have a bloody trans person.
Did they not watch the original fucking
Star Trek? I know, and it drives you mad. It's just but the things I think like that, it's just, you're just going to, you are going to be attacked and you just got to deal with it because you just got to be stronger than those idiots who are attacking you going, fuck you, no, this is what we're making, end of. Unfortunately, though, it has to be good as well.
It's got to be good, yeah.
It has to be good. And it is, and then I hate this side, it's okay to say it's shit. You shouldn't
Yeah.
like be scared
If
to say
shit,
it's
it's
rubbish.
okay to say so.
So the first part of Acolyte, it was absolute
The first 2
turd.
episodes were poor.
It was awful.
Were
The
poor.
acting, I wouldn't say even the scripting might have been okay, but it was the way it was delivered by the actors. Some of them were just, why are you doing this? As somebody just went, oh, I've got this job on a set. Do you want to do it? Yeah, I'll do it.
It was mostly, and please don't take. I don't want to come across as racist here, but it was mostly the English actors.
Absolute fucking racist, Duane.
I know, right? They were so wooden, like those, and their line delivery was just terrible. And those first 2 episodes was just shocking. Anyway, moving on. But I thought it finished strong. Anyway,
Yeah, it did.
that was-
Maybe one day there'll be a Star Wars film or series that comes out that unites the fan base again. Maybe.
I doubt it. It's too big.
Oh, wow.
It's too big. It's like consoles. You know how people hate one and not the other, and it's just too big. It's just a part of it. It's just what it is. Just enjoy the bits you like to enjoy, and then just move on and just ignore everybody else.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
Absolutely. Now, gaming. What have I been playing? I played the Elden Ring DLC.
Good.
You platinumed it.
No, there's no fucking trophies on it at all.
Oh, Duane.
I know, sore point. I was like, how am I supposed to, prove how amazing I am if there's no fucking trophies? No
There's no trophies at
I've-
all. At all. Not one.
On the DLC. Not one.
Wow. Was there loads of trophies on the main game?
Yeah.
Maybe because do they have like a trophy?
Platinum main
Do
game.
they have a trophy count? And maybe they used all their allocation and they've got nothing left for the DLC.
Mate,
That's
I just
weird.
don't know, but it was weird. There was not a single
But
one.
the good thing
You're
is,
like,
though,
really?
at least that when you looked at your trophy list, you still had 100%.
100%, yeah, absolutely. So I finished it, and then I didn't realise I'd finished it, and then I carried on playing, and I was like, how do you finish this? Then I Googled, I was like, oh, I finished it about 7 bosses ago, because it doesn't give you like a proper end sequence like thing. It just kind of it was a weird cutscene, and then apparently that was the end. And I was like, oh, okay. I had to Google to find out that I'd finished it.
That's a bit. Is that a bit shit? Is that a bit shit?
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, the game itself was great, but the extra bosses and all that. I really enjoyed. But
To finish
yeah,
a game and not realise you finished it is weird, isn't it? That's not great.
I thought there was because I did the big boss that everybody was saying, oh, this is a big boss, and then weird little cutscene. I thought, well, that can't be the end. That can't be the end of the DLC. So I kept looking around for stuff. Found some more random bosses I hadn't done, did those. Yeah, it was just weird. But I enjoyed it. It was good. The bosses were great. And the world itself, the extra world they've added in is just really, really good.
So it complemented the main game.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, yeah. It's really good. Cool. If anybody here who has played Elden Ring and liked Elden Ring and hasn't got the DLC yet, definitely get it. It's good. It's good. But it ends and you don't realise it.
So how many hours were you wandering around, not realising that you completed the game?
Probably about another 6 or 7. I was like,
you know what? That's the best. That is so funny. And from new, they were doing that going. So
what did you do when you found out? You just stop then?
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, yeah, I think I'm done now.
So you didn't get a definitive end. That's a shame. You didn't get a definitive end to it.
It's you didn't get a definitive story point.
Do you think there might be?
It's most.
Sorry, do you think there might be
another DLC? Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Maybe.
Known for doing multiple DLCs to a mainline product of theirs, or
they did with most of the Dark Souls games, and Bloodborne got DLC.
But multiple.
Just the one,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do they always get?
But I think Dark Souls got a couple.
Okay.
Some of them got a couple of DLCs.
Right. Okay.
I don't know.
Right. Cool.
I don't know. And then I moved on to, because I was told it was Souls like Soulsborne, I moved on to Black Myth Wukong, which I think is still relatively new. It's only been out a month or so.
It's liked by a lot of people.
It's really good. It's based on the story Odyssey to the West, which is an old Chinese story. And for those kind of hardcore old gamers like us, there's another great game if you can get your hands on it, based on the same story, called Enslaved: Odyssey to the West.
Yeah,
which was made by Andy Serkis. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely love that game. And it's I think PlayStation Now in Asia has it on their catalogue, but we don't. And I'm actually really annoyed because I've totally played
Sign
it
up
again.
for their PSN then. Get it downloaded.
Well, I might have to get a VPN or something. But Black Myth Wukong is really good. It looks really pretty. It's kind of like Souls-like, but it doesn't have the grinding element. You can't grind a load and just get your level up. It's kind of skill tree, a bit like the Jedi games. You have skill trees rather than grinding levels and kind of altering your stats. But it's really good. Some of the bosses are tricky and fun. Because you can't grind, you have to be good.
How are you managing then? How are you managing?
Hey, well, I'm doing
He's
all right.
good at
I
bloody
finished the
games,
first
Dave.
chapter.
We've discovered this.
I finished the first chapter. And considering I haven't put that much time into it, I think I'm doing okay. It's really good. Really recommend that to anybody who's into that kind of game.
Yeah.
It's really
Perfect.
pretty.
But both of those games have taken you away from the Trophy Quest challenge.
Apparently.
Which is excellent.
Apparently.
Well, I did dive into one of them just briefly, just to have a look, but we'll talk about that in a second. So is that us all caught up? Now I'm back in the room. I'm back in the room.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
The crisp debacle
Back
is
in the room.
behind us.
Yeah, I've calmed down now. I've had a cup of tea. I'm all right.
I'm not going to tell him about the bar of chocolate I bought from the Reading Services. Then I better not mention that.
Oh my God, services just will fleece you. God, it's crazy. Also talking about that kind of thing. Ski resorts, food at ski resorts is just ridiculous, and it's not even good.
I've never been to a
They'll
ski resort in my
fleece you.
entire life, so I could never tell you what they're like.
Really?
Never been to one.
You should. You should. Snow's the best. So anyway, moving on. So now on to the reason we're here. Let's get some trophy.
Can you remember why
hunting
we're here?
done.
Because I haven't got a clue.
Why we're here? I have no idea. I have no idea anymore.
That's a very deep question.
Shall we, Duane? Can you give us,
Yes.
me and the listeners, but mainly me, another rundown or a quick rundown of the rules?
Okay, the rules. Very quickly. I'm doing this because I'm using my phone at the moment to Zoom rather than my iPad. Off the top of my head, we've each chosen 3 games, and we play 1 game for each episode. Get as many trophies as we can. We can play the games in any order, as long as we play before we record. We get points for the trophies in the game. So 1 for a bronze, 2 for a silver, 3 for a gold, and 10, I believe,
20,
for
20.
a 20, even better, for a platinum.
The bloke whose idea it was doesn't know how many
I know.
points you get for a platinum.
It's been about 4 months since we've recorded. I've forgotten.
And what happens,
So
Duane, if a game doesn't have a platinum?
Then we give it an honorary.
That's it. He remembers.
So the one game that doesn't have a platinum will if you get all the trophies, you'll still get the 20 points for having got all the trophies, because that's essentially all a platinum is.
Cool.
What about if you need any assistance with any of the trophies?
Well, if you're shit and need assistance, then you can consult a guide, you can ask a friend, or you can ask the audience, which is our lovely community. And then you basically, for whichever trophy you use that guide, lifeline, whatever you want for, you don't get the points for that specific trophy. But if it gets you to get the platinum, then you still get the points for the platinum.
Yeah,
I think that's everything.
Well done.
I think that's everything. So on to this month's game, which was my choice, I believe.
Okay.
Kena, Bridge of Spirits. So I chose this. I played it originally when it came out, I think, not long after PlayStation 5 released. I really, really enjoyed it. Souls, much like Black Myth, it's kind of skill tree based rather than grinding based, but that's fine. Really, really enjoyed it. Very cutesy. It's kind of it's more difficult than its facade would let you believe. So you kind of go, oh, this is a nice, cute game, and then it fucking kicks your ass. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it a second time. It was a bit more of a challenge because I had to
Okay.
finish it.
In what way is it
What?
a Souls game?
Because it's about the bosses, so that's what generally people kind of like
Okay,
consider.
because you don't when you die, you don't lose anything. You just
No, when you die, you don't lose it. So it's Souls-like rather than like a pure Souls experience.
Right.
So you don't lose anything. You don't have to like collect anything you've lost. And Black Myth's the same. You don't have to like go back and collect at the point you died, like you do with pure Souls games. But it's about the bosses learning attack patterns. The fact it's like if you make a mistake, you get punished and you will die very, very easily. That's kind of like the nutshell of a Souls experience. I thoroughly enjoyed playing it again. It was kind of a bit of a mix. I think Kina has a bit more of a mix of like some puzzle elements in it rather than just like pure combat. So kind of a little bit Zelda-y in that respect, I guess.
Did you have the platinum before? Oh, actually, I don't know whether you got the platinum yet. So,
No.
But you never.
No,
had the
I didn't platinum it when I first
played.
played it. I didn't platinum it. There was actually quite a few trophies I didn't get when I played it the first time. On my main account, you can go and have a look. I don't have the platinum.
I believe you, but you're a bit defensive there, Dwayne. I mean,
no, it's fine. No, not
He doth protest too much.
Oh, no? Okay,
I'm not defensive. No,
Not fucking defensive.
no,
Right?
it's really good. So, how did you guys get on with it?
Dave, you first.
I thought it was a rubbish game.
Dave.
I could not. I finished it because it's part of the challenge. So I finished it. I'm not going to platinum it.
Well done for finishing it. What difficulty did you do it on?
I started on normal. At the first boss, I knocked it down to like story mode because I think the combat mechanic is dreadful, and it's just it just gives rise to serious frustration. The lock on thing that you get in Zelda games is sketchy at best. I thought the combat was really poor and just really frustrating. So it had to go down to story, and I think you have to finish it in. Do you have to finish it in expert mode to get the platinum?
Yep.
I don't know how many controllers I would go through doing that, but it would be a lot. It would be a lot. I thought it was just really dreary.
Okay, why do you think that? Now, do you think because you put so many hours into Returnal, you think your head was in Returnal space, and that's why you probably didn't get on with the controls?
Yeah, the mechanics aren't as tight as Returnal. I'd come off the back of Return. You guys, I can't keep going on about Returnal.
No, you can.
It's boring.
No,
It's an achievement. You can. You keep on going. I'm the one who
But
didn't play
that
it.
game was so tight. The mechanics on it were so tight, and it was so, it was so polished and so responsive and all that kind of stuff. That this game just felt sluggish by comparison. I didn't like the gameplay mechanics really. Now I'm going to sort of slag the story off, but that's not fair because I skipped every cutscene. I just skipped them because I had no.
Well, then you have you. That's like reading the first page and back page of a book and saying, "No, that's shit."
Well, I know I did. Yeah, but I just said that, didn't I? I just said
you can't.
That it
you
was
can't
my
slag off something if you didn't experience it.
Well, I just said that. I just said it's my fault, so I can't. But I'm going to slag it off a little bit. It just wasn't engaging at all. There was stuff like the masks. Why did you put the masks on? I skipped all the cutscenes, so I don't know what the masks were about. But I would challenge you, Duane, to explain what the masks were about. Because I don't know what they're for. You just, at some points in the game, you have to put a mask on. I don't know why.
Well,
you know why you put those masks on?
Yeah, but they're just a thing of you've on to the next
like
bit.
The
spirit is
break
unlocked.
any game down, you can say, well, what's the fucking point of that?
Yeah, but it's got to make some sense.
It does no. It doesn't.
It's like why is there a mask just floating in the air? I thought, what's that?
What?
It's
put a
just
mask on and you go through a barrier
to access the next
yeah,
area.
But why do you put the Why do you put the mask onto it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so but the little creatures which are running around you all the time, which are really annoying, that's fine. You're not going to question those. But a mask, you are.
Well, yeah, because it's like you go to a barrier, there's a mask floating in the air, you put the mask on, and the barrier opens,
It's a
it just
computer
says
game.
use mask. No, I know that, but they've still got to abide by their own internal logic, haven't they? No matter what it is.
Oh, I didn't find that annoying, but
No, it's the mask is kind of, it's like an embodiment. It's the embodiment of the soul of the person that it's like representing, which is why you get the memories through the mask as well. It's like it's all about that. So
Okay, well that's fine. Now you've explained it. That's fine, and it's my fault because I just skipped cutscenes because I was just really bored.
it is your fault.
And there was a thing about pulsing. What was that all about? I just the problem is
Really, that's a major mechanic in the game.
So when I was watching you, it was so frustrating.
when I was fighting that thing.
Did you manage to get through the game without pulsing?
No, you have to pulse, don't you?
I was just going to say, so therefore, why are you questioning?
But you pulse
what
and
it
it
does?
opens. Yeah, but what?
Oh, okay. You've played Batman Arkham's Knight, haven't you? Where you've got to keep on using your
Detective vision.
Yeah, but it's the same bloody mechanic.
I suppose.
It's the same
I
idea.
just, I just could not get on with the game at all. It was boring. It was rote. It was just, from my point of view, right? And it is a good game, and it is a good game, and it had good reviews and everything else. It just didn't click with me in the slightest. It's the worst experience I've had with the game for some time.
Wow.
Wow.
I know. All right, I now keep on going back to this, but all right, it's hard because you've already done this. But do you think you would have had the same view if you hadn't played Returnal?
First.
I really think Returnal has damaged your Dave.
It has a little bit. I admit it has a little bit. But I probably would have because
you like Zelda games, so therefore I don't really understand. I know this is not a Zelda game. Please, internet, don't come and kill me. I know it's not
There
a
are
Zelda
Zelda
game.
elements, but it's not a Zelda game.
But it's cute and cuddly like Zelda is, and that's where I'm going with that one. So I know each their own. I'm like that. Yeah.
No, I could. To be honest, when I sort of finished, I thought I'll have to finish it because I've got to rack the trophies up on it. But oh my god, no.
Okay.
That's the worst time I've had with a video game for ages.
Wow.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it.
It's
not your fault. It's not your fault.
Eternal on that one.
Well,
but,
I'm not saying I'm not sorry for the game. I'm sorry you didn't enjoy the game. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So how did you get on with it, Stu? Like,
well, I have been a bit slack. I've real life been busy doing other stuff, and then the free time I have got, I've been pissing about in Fortnite or something else, which I really should have been doing. Or I should be doing. I can do what I want, at the end of the day. I quite like the game. It's as hard as nails. I am playing it on story mode at the moment because I'm doing exactly what Duane said don't. Because my view was, okay, this is my logic. I'll do story mode. I'll get as many trophies as possible, mainly the combat ones, because your story modes are therefore easy to achieve. And then when I get New Game Plus, hey, I'm already kitted up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock. Then I'll do it on the expert mode, and I'll finish off that way. And then Duane dropped the knowledge of... Over to you, Duane.
If you do... Because I tried this. I thought, this is exactly what I was doing. I thought, I'll get everything unlocked. I'll get all my stuff geared. It'll be great. Go into master difficulty on New Game Plus. It's actually a lot harder because
is it a different game?
It's a different game. It's absolutely a different game. They throw different enemies, different combinations. The layouts are different. There's more enemies. There's different enemies earlier, harder enemies that you haven't seen before. So I went back to just start a new game when I did master difficulty, and I got through it.
Oh wow! So when you go New Game Plus, they actually add more things harder than. Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I may change it. Right now. So I'm only. Where am I? I'm out of the first. I'm out of the bit with the two kids. That's the first bit, and now I'm in the second part of the story. To be fair, when I got to the end of the two kids, I thought the game was over. It was like, oh, well, that's short and nice and sweet. I like that. And then he went, oh no, it expands more and it's now bigger. So I don't even think I'm even a quarter way through this game yet, and it's not because I don't want to play. I'm quite enjoying it, It is hard. I do find the bosses a bit frustrating because there's a really weird spike in difficulty. Like 1 minute, it's like literally the easiest thing in the world, and you don't even have to. Even on, it doesn't matter if it's on story or I think it was on expert, you could just breeze it, and then all of a sudden it goes, "No, I'm going to fuck you up." Even in story mode, it goes, "No, I'm going to fuck you up. Don't you worry."
But I think some of that's down to the mechanics, like the aiming for the bow and arrow. I don't think that's great.
Yeah,
and you rely
it's
on that
okay, but I think that's because of the controller as well. Maybe if it was on a mouse, but I don't want to play with mouse and keyboard. That just seems weird, because a controller is just naturally janky when it comes to stuff like that. It's just a bit harder. Because I've had to ramp up the sensitivity as well for that because there was no way I could aim stuff. It was just like too slow to get there, but then I had to ramp down and I had to bring down the sensitivity because then it was going too fast and it was like overshooting whatever. So I'm enjoying it so far. I do find though those little things fucking annoying because okay, I understand why they're there, but can they just stop pissing about around my when I'm trying to walk anywhere? And anywhere I walk, and all of a sudden they're on some rocks. You're next to it, go, oh, is that something to look at? No, they're just there. So I've wasted my time looking at this rock for no reason and all that kind of stuff. So, but I like that you can meditate, and then you can, if you go to meditating places, then you get your health up a bit higher and stuff like that. And I quite like. I like. I didn't see it as a Souls-like game because Souls just puts me off instantly. You say Souls, I don't want to play it. Period. Don't want anything to do with it. Because I know I'm not a good gamer, therefore I'm not that. I haven't got the patience for that. But that's the first time I've heard it called a Souls game tonight, by the way. So, like when I've been playing it,
when it was released, I think people were kind of saying it was like it's have that kind of you have to learn the patterns.
Yeah, like what you do, you learn the pattern of the boss, and it's just like okay, he's doing that, and they're doing that, and they're moving over there. Okay, now they're doing this fire thing. Okay, could jump at that point, and then I can do my attack, and so yeah, it's all that learning bit, but. If that's what a Souls game is like, or maybe that's what I'm missing. I don't know, but I like the idea when you die, you don't lose everything because that's what really upsets me in Souls games and things like that. So I'm enjoying it. Hopefully, I will go back to it. I mean, I just keep on doing other things, which it's like self-discipline. No, I've got to do this and I've got to do this. So I'm quite enjoying it. I mean, I have been listening to the story. The story's not very good, but it's serviceable. It does what it's supposed to do. I think you can just mainline it because I know when you go to villages, you can unlock post boxes, can't you? And then that gives you more story, but it gives you more ability or more XP to do
stuff
to rank it up and that. But you don't have to. I don't think you can just mainline it. And Dave, did you do any of those post boxes or any of the side quests?
No, I mainlined.
You just mainlined it, right? Okay.
And there was just another couple of things that sort of got brought to mind when you were talking there about the rot, which is those little fuckers.
Yeah.
They're annoying. Every time you find one, there's like a 2-3 second cutscene that you can't skip, and it's like, oh my god, why are you? Because it's the same for all of them. It's exactly the same cutscene every time. And there was a bit where I was kind of jumping on some platforms, and there was like a windmill thing going round or something. And if you get it wrong, which is easy to get wrong, because like I said, I don't think the mechanics are great. You just have to wait for the thing to come round again. It's only a few seconds, but I just think the game's just full of these little annoyances.
Do you think they're there to extend the life of the game?
I just don't think that. Fuck me, I don't know anything about game design. Jesus Christ. But I just don't, I just don't think the game designers have thought, well, that's annoying. We'll get rid of that. They've just thought, oh, we'll just leave it in there. That's my opinion. And like I said, I'm prefacing it with I don't know anything about game design, but there's just quite a lot of stuff in there that's just annoying. And you think, why that doesn't need to be like that. Mm.
Yeah, I understand where you're going there because there are things where you've got to go over there to do this just to unlock that, and it makes no sense. Why can't I just do it now? Why have I got to pick up this statue of this dog and then put it all the way on the other side of the map?
These owl things.
Owls.
What's that?
I mean, but that's just like it's like a little side quest thing. Well, they explain it in the story. It's like it's to tidy up the environment, and then when you tidy up, then the gods look down on you and they give you gifts, so.
It's just busy. It's just busy work.
No, you are right, yeah, and there you go. That's just there. But it gives you extra XP, so then you put it into then you can rank up a bit faster. And I understand that side of it, but
I just didn't like it.
yeah, but there's some bits where you're like, you've got to open a gate, and it's just like, okay, I know what I've got to do, but now you're making me now walk all the way over there. It's not even a puzzle. You're making me walk over there, do something to walk back to open this door. Which
come on, Stu. Stu's coming over to
no, I'm not. But I
I
understand where some of your frustration lies. It's just like it is just busy work. And honestly, you don't need the busy work. The animation of the cute characters, I quite like the animation. So, but that's a personal thing. It's like a little reward when you find one. Go, hey, I found another one. Oh, there he is. But can you not walk under my fucking feet, please? That's the only thing I ask of them.
Yeah. In the end, I had no idea what was happening, why I was doing it.
Yes, because you skipped the story.
No, that was entirely my fault. I understand that. But if it had been, I just could not get on with that game.
But you finished it, so well done.
What did you think the aesthetics of it all? The graphics and the performance and all that sort.
It was all right.
I liked it. I thought it was a beautiful game. 60 rock solid. It didn't dip. It hasn't crashed. The graphics are really beautiful. I do find it annoying that like the mask bit. Like the mask bit, it didn't really annoy me. What annoyed me was when you put the mask on, you have to look. Because they changed the way the movement works when you got the mask on. And it's just horrible. Because it feels like you're really zoomed in really close and any little movement is like it's over exaggerated. But that's just me.
Well, I mean, one of the trophies, collect 50 rot hats.
Yes.
Well, those why?
Yeah, but it's just a collectathon. It's just
as hat to go. I know.
Yeah, but it was like okay. It was like
I know that's the same with all.
When you had to just read all the shit on the wall. I mean, why? You didn't have to.
That was harder. Collecting all those took
longer. Yeah, but
it's
the same thing. It's just you're collecting the shit for no reason because it's just a.
There's quite a few. What I do like is I quite like combat related trophies. So, Infamous Second Son. Was that the game we played? That had quite a few of those, like drop smoke on 3 enemies or where. And that I quite like those trophies because they encourage you to play the game a bit differently and to sort of approach combat a bit differently.
Experiment.
Yeah. So those sorts of trophies are quite nice. And this game, to be fair, I had quite a few of those. I didn't do any of them because I just thought, fuck this game. But
if you like them, why didn't you do them? And if you drop them into story mode, then
because I didn't enjoy playing the game. The act of play, I didn't enjoy playing the game.
That's fair enough. I don't mind collecting hats and all that shit. Because when I found out there's a shop, there's a cart where you can buy hats, I went, oh, I can buy hats, or I can buy multiple of the same hat, so I can get 50 hats quite quickly. However, I haven't got 50 rots, so shit. I haven't got to put the hats on.
Ah, right, okay, yeah.
Sorry, it's 50 individual.
Oh, 50 individual. It doesn't matter because it looks like I was getting them anyway. So what I see, because when I see it at the shopping list and then you got question marks, well, I'm thinking, well, I'm going to buy them, aren't I? So I'm going to get them eventually. So, and also when you do the chests, which are cursed chests, the ones I've done, I've got hats as well as other stuff out of it as well.
Yep,
so,
hats from those.
And you'll find hats in various places, and I'm just sure that's one of those trophies. It's just you'll get it naturally anyway because there's that much shit around. You're going to just pick it up. The only way I don't think you'll pick it up is if you don't get all the rots. Maybe that's the only thing.
What did you guys think? Because this is a big bugbear for me with any game, and that's why I fell off God of War, the new God of War. The map did my head in.
Yes, the map was a bit shit. I didn't like the way you can put waypoints in. That's the one thing I didn't like. I don't like because I'm still playing it.
Map wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like things to tell me where to go, and I like the idea of like trying to think of how to get there. But when I've got a map and it looks like I could put waypoints on there, I mean, okay, don't allow me to put waypoints on things I've not discovered yet. But if I already unlocked that part of the map, let me put a waypoint on there so then I know how to get there easily.
Yeah. But the traversal was, I'll go this way and there's a fucking log or something. Oh shit! I can't,
you know what it reminded me of? Very Uncharted. on the ledges where it was like, this is, well, in Uncharted it was yellow, wasn't it? But it was this white bits of paint on the ledges again. And then you're got to climb across the thing. It was very Uncharted. That just made me chuckle.
I quite like some of the climbing bits. I quite like that kind of thing. But the fact that it was difficult to get from one area to another because you had to take a certain path and it wasn't always clear and you couldn't go that way because there was a bit of, like a puddle that she couldn't fucking go through or something. It just
puddles, man, they're the worst.
Yeah, it just annoyed me. It just deeply annoyed me. But I'm not saying it's a bad game.
You are saying it's an awful game.
No, I'm not. I don't know what was the Metascore review, Duane? Do you know what the?
I don't know, and I can't look because I can't use my phone at the moment.
I'm pretty sure it was reviewed well. Yeah. So I'm not. It just wasn't for me. Let's say that it wasn't for me.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed it. And that's why I chose it for this challenges because I enjoyed it the first time and actually saw it on the catalogue for PlayStation. I thought, actually, no, yeah, give that one a go. See how we get on.
And you platinumed it this time, which you didn't do last time.
I did platinum it this time. Yes.
What? Just to go back to the meta, he got 81 Metacritic.
81. There you go. See, that's pretty good.
That's good.
81's solid.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about other games, or do we want to tit it?
Do you want my view of Kena? I haven't actually said.
Oh, I thought.
No, I was jumping. I was jumping in with Dave, kind of thing, but I wasn't really like. So, like, Dave's completed it. You've platinumed it. I've barely scratched the surface of it. So my trophy list is very, very short. Basically, mine are story-based trophies at the moment. I've got I don't think I may have one. I think I've got one combat one. I'm now looking at the list. I can't really say for looking. But like my trophy list, I've quite enjoyed it. I mean, I've just really sort of reiterated what we've just discussed with Dave, really. It was okay. It was cute and cuddly and it was all right. I just wish the rots would just piss off from my feet. That was just really annoying me.
Have you got cats?
No, I'd love a cat. Or a dog instead.
Oh, it's like having...
Yeah, but cats are better.
Cats. When it's at feed time, just fucking under your feet the whole time.
Yeah, but saying I've got a dog, what does that? So, yeah, it's a certain difference, I suppose.
Yeah, pets generally.
I've enjoyed it. Yeah, and that's the only bit. Like this, as I said, the story's serviceable. It does its job. It's there.
It's a video game.
It's a video game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know whether to start again now and just go on normal. Or did you start an expert? Or was the high? What was the?
No, my first playthrough was normal, and then I went up to master.
But you didn't do New Game Plus, so you basically ended up starting master with nothing. But only because then you got used to the way the game played, so therefore you were ready for it. Okay, yeah. So I may just start again. But saying that though, I've already started this game twice, and it is relatively quick to get to where you were before when you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because it took me ages to figure out what's going on. Because what it is, that was it. I played it. And then I stopped playing it for no reason. And then I went back to it going, I have not got a fucking clue. I didn't even know how to do the pulse. I was just saying, I didn't know there was a pulse at that point. So I had to do the onboarding again, going, right then, let's talk about, oh, right, okay. And then as soon as I got there, I went, oh, I'm there again. Oh, that was relatively quick. It's only taken me about 10 minutes to get there. So, it doesn't really take that long. And it's when you know what's going on and all that. So, but yeah, that's my quick review anyway. I quite like it, but I'm nowhere near finished it yet. So
good. I enjoyed it. As I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed the challenge of playing it on Master. I mean, there were a couple of sweary moments, particularly on some of the bosses, but, just have to get good. Utilise your weapons that are available to you, kind of like mix it up, do different bits and pieces. Yeah, I think I saved some of the videos from my master run for some of the bosses. And I think they're still on my PlayStation, so I might, if I get time, download them and then upload them to the YouTube so you can all have a look at how fucking hairy some of them were at points. I think there's one of them, and you probably haven't reached them, it's the I can't remember. It's she's at the top of the tower, and I pretty much did the whole last phase with hardly any health, and I don't know how I did it. It's pretty fucking gnarly.
Okay. But that one, when
Yeah.
you...
Stick him up there, Duane. Yeah, stick him up
Yeah.
there if you can. Get 'em on
Yeah,
the- on the channel.
I'll drag them and then drop them up. And you can
we
walk
got
up
we
and
have
say,
some
"Oh,
more.
I can go."
We have some more content there than F1. We got to try and up that
Yes.
game there.
Woo, F1.
Oh, come on, F1's out.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's
Is that still a thing?
enjoyed by
Okay.
many people, but not you, Duane. But you're not the target audience.
It's just cars.
Anyway, oh, by the way, there is a new F1 season starting, everybody. So keep your eyes and ears out for that on the Facebook group. That's just a quick advert for the Log F1 group. Not aimed at you, Duane. Don't you worry. Are you gonna go disconnect now and in protest like the crisps?
He's going to go again.
I'm going to rage on it again. Rah! Fucking crisps, fucking F1. So we want to talk about, have we, any of us played any of the other games that are on the challenge list before we move on to the
No,
Dave's tips?
I've fucked off Returnal. I can't do it. Maybe one day I might go back to it. Hopefully before the challenge is over, maybe I can squeeze one more trophy out of it, but it isn't for me. It's not for you, Stu. It's not your game.
It's not fine. Just wait
Walk
for
away.
Lies of P, mate.
Oh, God, I know.
Oh my god.
And I've got to buy that. That's the worst bit as well.
It's on sale at the
Is
moment.
it?
It's on
Okay.
sale.
Okay, I'll have to think about it.
It'll be like 20 quid.
Hopefully,
Ish, I
yeah.
think.
Is it? Oh, okay. Jump on that then. Yeah.
Might get the disc version. That might be.
Well, it was 40 in the NZ one, so it'll be about 20 quid.
I've played some of the other games. So I carried on with Returnal. I'd finished it, I think, last time we recorded. Carried on and got the platinum.
Sweet.
Woo!
Another round of applause for that. 'cause
You are the man.
it's an achievement.
You are.
Which
the
was
man.
tough. That was tough.
You are a better person than I.
But I did use a lifeline for one of the
Oh, did you?
trophies. I did.
Okay.
The Abyssal Scar survey, so that's kind of level 6, the underwater level. The Xeno Archive.
What you got to do for that then, Dave?
Well, you've got to do. You've just got to do
Be
everything.
very exact on the procedure you went through, please. Go on.
Oh, I see. Right. So, you've got to find. You've got to do the containment room.
Yeah. Hang on, going a bit too fast. Let me make some notes. Yep.
Yeah, you've got to do the containment room. You've got to find all of the glyphs.
Right. Yep. Glyphs. Got you. Yep.
And you have to find the Xeno Archive. You have to scan the Xeno Archive, which is the bit that I couldn't find. And to be honest, I don't know how you would do it without looking at a guide, because you have to take a bit of a death drop. So there's a certain room you have to just drop off, not knowing what's below, and it's actually below that room. That's where mine was, Duane. I don't know where yours was. You know?
No, mine was the same. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but if you look on the map, you can see there's floor underneath.
Well, I didn't see that. So I had to consult a guide for that one. So I lost 3.
Well, you're an honest. But still,
no.
though, you beat me in
But
every
still
way
platinumed it,
on
mate.
that one.
but got the 20 for the platinum.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
And that's my greatest game and achievement. That I cannot keep talking about that
You can
game.
die happy.
Don't die, please.
Don't die, but when you do,
You can be
on your
happy.
deathbed, you'd be like, oh, I fuck it. Like when you're like 80-something, 90, you'd be like, I platinumed Returnal. Fuck yeah.
I had to delete that game in the end, though, because I started then in the Tower
Just
of
playing it.
Syphilis, or Sisyphus.
Sisyphus.
Tower of Sisyphus. Which is basically Resogun in my head, because it's a score chase. You got to get to the end of it. And that, oh my god, that really hooked me in, and I thought I can't. I've got to delete the game because otherwise I'm not going to play anything else. So I had to get rid of it.
Wow.
So to be honest, once we finish with this, I think I'm just going to go back to it and just keep
Do it.
playing
Yeah, if it's what you enjoy, do
Fair
it.
enough.
So that was that one. Ratchet. I went back to Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
It's a beautiful game. Such a beautiful game.
Which is that's a nice game. That is. That's good. That's good fun. Mechanics are all right. Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's a good game. I think I'm probably 5 or 6 trophies off the platinum.
cool.
I haven't finished the story yet.
Have you had to use a guide on any of them?
Nice.
Because I used a guide, didn't own one of them.
I think you did.
Yes. No, I don't think I have, but I haven't done the bear one, and I can imagine I will have to use a guide for the bears. Yeah. But I've bought something that shows where everything is on the map, like the rhino.
That's the bolts, isn't it? Yeah.
So.
But the bolts can also give you infinity ammo, infinity lives. You know, it's a bit weird. It gives it to you, but you know, if it's in the game. It's in the game.
Yeah. So yeah. So no. So I'm enjoying that. Like I said, I'm probably 5 or 6 trophies off the platinum.
Nice.
But I'll keep going. I'll keep going on that. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good game, isn't it? You guys are both.
I enjoyed it. I mean, for what it was, it's very loud and annoying, but I did enjoy it. Felt like Saturday morning cartoons for me.
Yeah, it was my choice, wasn't it? So I really enjoyed it. So I'm glad I played it. So yeah, it got a bit annoying at some parts. I think it was like trying to figure out routes on how to get from A to B, and you go, well, I have no idea how to get up there, and the game doesn't even give you any kind of help
hint,
and then you find it by accident. And go, oh, okay, fair enough. But anyway, that's just me.
So I'm at the point now where I can, the sort of guys behind the bar, and I can just go and see him when I want to enter the end game portion of it, and you know,
cool.
He says I'm here when you're ready, so I'm just mopping up some of the other trophies before I do.
Good idea. Good idea.
Do you want some scores then?
Hang on.
Oh, sorry, Duane. Sorry.
So I've, apart from playing Elden Ring DLC and Black Myth Wukong, I did very briefly for a couple of hours jump onto Tinykin, which I think is our next game up on the list.
It is, yeah.
Which I think is Dave's choice.
Yeah.
It seems like fun. It feels kind of a bit. There's Pikmin elements to it. You can discuss this more at the point, but yeah, it feels like it could be a fun little palate cleanser after some of these trickier games. But yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it so far. Got a couple of trophies. Not very many, but I got a couple.
That's kind of why I chose it, because it's like a platformer. We haven't played a platformer yet, have we, on this?
No.
On this challenge. So you're right, it is a bit of a palate cleanser. It's just sort of a bit of fun, a change of pace.
Ratchet and Clank's
I don't know how.
In essence.
It's what?
Ratchet and Clank's a platformer in essence.
No, that's a third-person shooter.
To me, it's a platformer in the essence of it. Yeah, it's a third-person shooter.
It has essence of both, I think.
Anyway, sorry.
Whereas Tinykin feels more puzzly, more. It's like it felt when I first started so close to Pikmin. It was unreal.
It's got some good music. It's got some good music as well. I like the soundtrack. It would just be a bit of fun for us to do. So
yeah, I'll get some more of that done.
It's particularly challenging, but it's
soon.
Bit of fun before we go into the really hard shit, because I think Liza P's after that one. So
no, isn't it Far Cry after that one?
Far Cry's a palate cleanser.
Oh God, yeah, Blood Dragon.
That's awesome. You will love it. If you don't love it, then you're just a miserable fuck.
No, I've played a bit. I've played a bit of it. I'm to be honest, boys, I'm starting to have a problem with motion sickness on games. So I've got a bit of motion sickness on Ratchet and Clank.
I don't know.
I get that with some games. I think it's to do with the engine. So I can't play Call of Duty. I mean, it's not the reason I hate Call of Duty, but I can't play Call of Duty games because I get terrible motion sickness with them.
And your shit.
And I'm shit.
No,
it's shit.
He said, "And your shit."
It's shit.
Yeah.
It's shit.
I think it's shit. I think we're shit.
It's shit. Yeah, it's shit.
So I can't really play any VR now. First person shooters I struggle with. So I think, like Far Cry 6, I struggle with in terms of sickness towards the end. So I think Blood Dragon.
Yeah, the only
might be a problem.
Yeah, the only downside on Blood Dragon, which isn't going to help you, is that I do think it's capped at 30 as well, FPS, which doesn't help if you've got motion sickness.
Jaggy.
Yeah. But I love that game dearly. But my God, yeah.
We'll see how we go. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Should we have this month's scores?
Yes.
Let's
Dave.
So as you know, I am the trophy information totaler.
Yes, sir.
That's it. And right, so I can give you the scores for the month. So, well, I say the month, the 2 months, whatever it was, the score since we last recorded. So, Duane, when we last recorded, you had 342 points. Due to your efforts in the last couple of months, you now have 349 points.
Woohoo! Up by 7. Woohoo!
So you have scored 7 points. Stu,
Hello.
you when at the point of recording last, you had 238 points. You now have 254 points. So you've scored 16 points.
Better than Duane, I suppose, but the total's still
Yes,
For the month,
you've more than
yes.
doubled Duane's score. So at the point of last recording, I had 149 points. I've now got 260 points.
Wow.
So,
You're beating me now.
So
Third.
I got 111 points.
Nice.
Damn.
Look at that.
Good work, Dave.
Look at that.
Good
I'm
work.
now third. That sucks balls.
Because I've been, but that's that's platinum. Platinum in Returnal has obviously helped because that's a big bit of score for that. Finishing Kena and getting a load of trophies on Ratchet
and Clank. You've been a busy
You
boy.
have.
Good
So
work.
I've been quite
Well
busy
done,
on that.
Dave. You know what? Round of applause, dude.
Thank you. So the total scores then. So in third place is you, Stu, 254. So I have just overtaken you,
Boo.
which is a surprise. So I've got 260, but Duane is still miles out in front with 349.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
So well done, Duane.
But the thing is, Dave, if once you go back and you just mainline Infamous Second Son and do like the naughty playthrough,
Yeah, so that's quite quick.
that'll be very quick, and that's actually very quick. Like essentially,
No, you know the most thing about that game, Dave? You cannot skip any cutscene. It's the most
no skipping. That's the worst.
creating part of that game. When it forces you to play it again, but it won't let you skip any part of the cutscene.
You can't skip any cutscenes on Ratchet and Clank,
Yeah.
can you?
Can, if I remember rightly. I thought you could.
I don't know.
I thought you could.
No, I don't think you can.
So yeah, there's like a couple there for like, well, obviously the platinum, but then there's also all the naughty story, which are actually I think that's worth a reasonable amount. So yeah, you get on that. That'll
But
really
Ratchet
do
and
the score
Clank, you
good.
don't have to replay the game to get the trophies.
No, so I can platinum. I'm close to the platinum on that.
I really enjoyed.
I'll never go back to Kena. So
I really enjoyed Infamous. I really wish they would.
I'm not gonna
So
go back.
Sony are into remaking everything. I really wish they'd remake Infamous 1 and 2. I love those games so much. Great games. Anyway,
Did you see? Oh my god! So kind of like slightly tangently, there was we had the whole Concord thing, and I'm really actually gutted that it's a game that's like a lot of time. It actually looks nice, but I didn't. So obviously, I'm at fault with this, but I don't think me doing it would have helped. But like the whole, like it didn't last like a couple of weeks before they pulled it. Basically, after spending a huge amount of money, and there was like a meme of. It's like the Sony boardroom, and it's like, what can we do to recoup all the money we've lost from that?
Oh,
it's like an elephant in the corner. Just said, like
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne, PC and PS5 remake.
That would do it, wouldn't it? That would do it.
And the same, like with Infamous, like get them done. You remake everything.
Why they? Yeah, but I don't know why they've not done Bloodborne. I think they must have it. They're ready in the can. Going.
Yeah,
we're not ready yet. We have got it. It's ready for you.
I don't know, because Bluepoint did an amazing job with Demon's Souls. It's just like such a like tight, gorgeous remake.
When everything was start being remade, everybody's been screaming out for Bloodborne, especially being at 60 FPS as well. It's like, what? Why isn't it? Why?
Yeah,
why?
It'd be amazing.
I mean, you've done it with Last of Us. You've done it with everything else.
Yeah,
couple of
games that are newer have been remade since. It's like, fucking get Bloodborne out. If you're going to remake a game, remake one of the best Soulsborne games.
But if they re-released Infamous 1 and 2, I'd be all over it. I love those games. However, I love those games for nostalgia. Maybe it's one of those things where if I played it now, would I have the same appreciation for it? My memory of it.
I think if you played the original versions, I think if they tidied up like controls and made it prettier, then I think you'd probably be all right.
I suppose it's a bit like Mass Effect, really. Mass Effect 1 is... I really still think that this is one of the games where you shouldn't play first if you've never played Mass Effect, because you probably won't like it. But you would like it if you played Mass Effect 2. But what they did in Mass Effect 1, though, they changed it. Like, for instance, it depends on what class you picked. If you didn't pick the right class, you couldn't aim down the sights of a weapon. Well, now they've just changed all that,
Yep.
and now they've just made it more generic and that's it. But they made the trolls more like a normal third person instead of doing weird, wonderful things. But anyway, I could gush
Yep.
about Mass Effect for days, as
I
you
know.
guys know.
And I thought
You were
I
going,
thought we were
oh
gonna get through an
shit, he's
episode with-
mentioning
Yeah,
the-
without
he
him mentioning
Mass Effect, and
Oh,
then
he's
it
done
happened.
again.
He's off again.
But anyway, well done, Dave, for an absolutely 111
Yeah, well done,
points
Dave. That's like
advance.
111.
That is
Damn.
awesome.
Please,
And I'm
That's
man.
really
impressive.
That's
It's a
not that's
gorgeous
not
snare.
the highest. That's not the highest score for a month. I think, Duane, you've beaten that because you were absolutely knobbing it earlier on, weren't you?
Yeah, I've kind of like slowed down a bit now. But I've got 5 weeks. Did I mention I've got 5 weeks where I can just play games and watch TV that I want to watch? Anyway, so let's say what we're doing next week.
So
Month.
next game then, Tinykin, which we've already talked about. To be fair, so nice little platformer, bit of fun. I've played a bit of it. Good soundtrack. Some nice little puzzles in there. Like Duane said, bit of a Pikmin feel. Complete change of pace from anything we've done up to this point.
Yep, which is good.
Yeah, so that nice little refreshing palate cleanser for us before we start to move into the sort of end game of the challenge and in some of the more serious games. Although, to be fair, I think the only kind of really nightmare game we've got left is Lies of P.
Yep.
So we've got Blood Dragon, Lies of P, and then I think we finish with Spider-Man, which is
Spider-Man will be nice and straightforward.
Yeah. So So if anyone's got Tinykin, then play along with us, have a go, and it could be a bit of
I
frame
might
reference for the next
actually
podcast.
stream some of that. I haven't streamed a sodding thing ever.
Oh, go on,
Last time we
Stu.
tried to do it, the audio didn't work, so it was just a very silence thing. That was the Returnal stuff where, actually, Dave, talking about Returnal again, your advice was absolutely invaluable and it helped me understand some of the more of the mechanics, but it was unfortunately didn't know audio came out, which is a bit of annoying, really, but there you go. So, it happens.
It happens.
So you heard it there, listeners. Firm commitment from Stuart that he's going to stream some Tinykin for us.
I might do some streaming whilst the other.
Oh, that's
the other
right.
house
What
away,
naked
maybe.
for your own?
Yeah,
fans.
that'll be a different.
Yeah,
that'll be a
your
different
OnlyFans,
sort of streaming, though, Duane. won't it?
My OnlyFans. Gonna make some money. Right, so take us out, Stu.
Right then, so the housekeeping. So encourage the community to send questions, thoughts, comments, and ideas via the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or email, because we're so active on every single platform. Look at us, constantly posting. I bet you're all sick of all the posts we keep on posting everywhere.
Hosting.
But the easiest place and get us back, because we're old codgers now, is even saying the word codger. I hate. That makes me even sound even older than I actually am.
Sounds like Todd.
Anyway, is Facebook, because that's where basically everybody can get us on there. So everybody knows where the Facebook group is. But if you don't, please look for, search for the LoGBox on Facebook, which is log spelled with 2 G's. If you do put the LoGBox into Google, it comes up with the Lightbox for some reason. It's not that. We're not the Lightbox. We're the LoGBox. So the Gleegar Gamer Gentleman. But please try and engage. We go to the YouTube channel as well. That's YouTube at the LoGBox. If you do want to send us an email, which because we're so inundated with emails all the time, it's ridiculous. Send an email to the LoGBox.
We'll try and read it.
TheLoggBox@gmail.com, and we'll read it out. We'll be quite happy to read it. If you want to send a voice or even a video, we can include it into the show. Who knows? Anyway, I believe that's all the housekeeping, but come and find us and come and chat with us. We are quite friendly. Well, Duane isn't, but me and Dave are.
I'm not.
Duane's not.
I'm not.
And that's it.
Right, thanks guys. I guess I will see you in about a month's time.
I
Love you all.
see you later.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Play ball!
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.